Hi, Ross Lunch Actor fan. How are you? Hello, Baragon Productions. Awesome. Awesome. I've never seen Spider-Man Homecoming. I know I feel like I have to give up my Marvel card. I saw where Marvel has a new Captain America that's not Steve Rogers. So sad. What exactly is AO3? A fan-created, fan-run, non-profit, non-commercial archive for transformative fan works. Interesting. Okay. I hope you don't, but interesting. I don't know if I will have so I don't know if Carrie is going to be here or not. I really don't. We were supposed to be doing um Timberwolf, but I found out, much to my displeasure, that I had already done Timberwolf. I'm assuming so. Yeah, she's been sick. No, I didn't lose the script. The scripts are on the computer. No, the problem is Timberwolf and Grey Wolf are the same species, just a different name. And so why do double the work? So I'm bringing in a new animal for us to talk about. It is, if you looked at the thumbnail, it is the Utah prairie dog. Or, as it is sometimes called, there's its scientific name. Give me 1 second. They are cute. I have to say. They make me a little nervous, but they are very cute. Sorry, for those of you who may be wondering why I don't always look at the phone, it's because it's a little, the words are a little bit bigger on the Chromebook and a little bit easier for me to see. But I do try. No haircut. That's just my receding hairline. Ha ha ha. I don't want to get close to him because, for reasons that we will talk about a little bit later. So, as the name suggests, this prairie dog is native to Utah, which, if you think about it, is a really small part of the country. Not super small, but sort of small. Like all prairie dogs, these guys live in groups called towns. They are closely related to the white-tailed prairie dog. By the way, this is a species of ground squirrel. They're actually related to fox squirrels and gray squirrels and pine squirrels and 13-lined ground squirrels and a whole bunch of other stuff. Adults are 250 to 400 millimeters long, or 9.8 to 15.7 inches long. They weigh between 750 to 1,400 grams, or 1.7 to 3.1 pounds. Now, these guys prefer soil that is well drained. They prefer to have lots of vegetation around that they can feed on, but just enough that they can still look over the landscape as they look for predators. Utah prairie dogs are a keystone species, meaning that they are important for the health of the community that they live in. Their burrowing actually helps to promote nitrogen for plants. It also allows for deeper penetration of precipitation. Kinda, yes. And it also increases the incorporation of organic matter into the soil. They kind of mix it all up. Other animals will make use of their burrows. No. Nope. They are related to squirrels and ground squirrels and marmots and groundhogs and stuff like that. Other animals will make use of their burrows, including such things as burrowing owls, rabbits, ground squirrels, weasels, and even the American badger. Food-wise, these guys are going to be feeding on plants as well as insects, and they even like grasses. In fact, they prefer to have grasses. Males will cease hanging out outside of the burrows sometime around August or September. They do. But I don't know if they have black-tailed ferrets in their area. We have one in my neighborhood. That's a bank whose wife, we have a Wi-Fi name in my neighborhood that is a bank for male zygotes. I will leave it at that, and you can figure that out. Females usually will go down into hibernation shortly thereafter. Young prairie dogs who don't want to go to sleep, they tend to stay up above a little bit longer than the adults. I know. Sorry, no. Litters usually contain 1 to 7 pups. They will reach adult size by October and mature around 1 year of age. These animals are eaten by coyotes, American badgers, long-tailed weasels, different kinds of raptors, and the Great Basin rattlesnake. Yeah, I don't understand why sometimes they wait so long between movies. Now, these animals, and this is scary, these animals carry and suffer from sylvatic plague. I hope I pronounced that right. Whoa. These animals don't hunt larger animals. These animals are eaten by coyotes, American badgers, long-tailed weasels, different kinds of raptors, and the Great Basin rattlesnake. Are you talking about the weasels? So they can catch the plague, and if a flea bites them and the flea doesn't carry the plague, it does now. And this is the bubonic plague. It's the same disease that wiped out all those people in Europe hundreds of years ago.
Hey, Carolyn, are you going today? Okay, we'll be there together.
It's just in wild animals. Now their status is endangered. They are decreasing in numbers, and I don't have a count for them, unfortunately. And no zoo houses these animals, according to my sources. Could be wrong, but so why are they endangered? It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. They were poisoned to reduce their numbers as people wanted their land. They also wanted to not deal with the damage that was being done to their crops, as well as to control plague outbreaks. This could be passed to animals, potentially livestock, potentially people. It has also, the plague has also caused some declines in their populations over the decades. And drought also impacts these animals from time to time, as well as they have to compete with livestock. They do occur in protected areas in Utah. And there must be some form of breeding program, because they have been reintroduced into some areas in Utah. So that is what we know about this animal. Tonight's live, if I'm not mistaken, is on the short-faced dog, which I have never heard of up until a few months ago. So that'll be interesting. I'll get to learn as much as you guys. No, they're not super common. Now, there are places where you can see prairie dogs. Maybe not this species. Going to see. So they are. You got to look. The Great Salt Lake is in the northern part of, sort of the northern part of Utah, and then you go south into the desert, and that's where these animals are going to live. Bryce Canyon, I think, is one place. Gonna see if I can show this. I gotta get rid of that. So this is Utah, and that's their range. It's pretty, it looks pretty big. I don't know how far, like, they actually live. That would be cool. I've never seen bighorn sheep. Does it really? That's sort of cool. Interesting. I've always wanted to go on vacation in Utah as a tourist. I know that sounds kind of weird, but trust me, there's reasons behind it. To those of you who are following the Spooky channel, I'm having to do some work on it to make it more YouTube friendly. Again, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get through it, but it's getting there. It's getting there. What is new, everybody? I haven't seen some of you guys since Tuesday. I do have an announcement coming, probably, I'm not sure when, because I have to weigh the decision and talk it over with myself, because that doesn't sound one bit crazy, huh? Did I do it again? Utah is fun, depending upon where you're at. So, did the animatronics get everybody? Is that what happened? Utah's hiding your... YouTube is hiding your comments. People may have partaken of Prairie Dog at some point. I don't know. Yes, they did eat Prairie Dog in some places. The Dakota, and other tribes ate them. Wow. So that sort of makes sense. So weird. Um, um, I can tell you that being Utah, the Mormon pioneers probably did not partake. There's, yeah, some of them would have preferred to starve than eat them. Now, they may have made pets of them. Somebody says it tastes like chicken. Some people say they're gamey. Remember that they also sometimes carry the plague, so that's an issue. I don't know. I'm just going by what I see. Smooth Sailor, why are you asking me? Polygamy means having more than one wife. Polygamy is against law in the United States. So if you are practicing polygamy, you should be arrested. My personal opinion is if you're practicing polygamy, you should be arrested. Because it's illegal. That's why. No, the United States government ruled it illegal. In some places, that's illegal too. And who said it was okay to cheat on your spouse? Smooth Sailor, what is your point? What is your point to all of this? Coming into my live and causing chaos. Either get on topic. Okay, well, that's not what we're discussing. Men who think that it's okay to cheat on their wives, in my book, should be taken to Alaska, covered in whale fat, and put on, and then left. That's what I think. Same thing. And with that, we're done talking about it. Do you not see the topics when you guys come into lives? I'm just curious. And no, I don't think that you should be taken to the Arctic and covered in or covered in whale grease. But I do think that you should be penalized for it. They have ground squirrels. I do too. I think it's cool. Well, maybe the best predators on Earth. my favorite, Smooth Sailor, watch your language. I know you didn't say it flat out. But with a kill rate of around with a kill success rate of between 60 to 90%, African wild dogs or African painted dogs or Cape hunting dogs are definitely my favorites. Lions, leopards, and cheetahs have between 20 to 50% success rate. Hippos probably have way higher kill rates than that. Oh no. They are majestic. I'm not going to lie. But if I had to pick a black leopard or a Bengal tiger are even more majestic. That's just me. Oh yeah. Yeah, but tigers are bigger. Yeah, they have pretty good vision. They have to be able to look out for predators. They have wide peripheral vision. I don't know. Well, usually one thing I love about that Ross Lynch actor fan is Kong should have an easier time with Godzilla. Kong can think. He has a big brain. Godzilla probably not so much. Where would Godzilla be without his breath? Well, there's been a couple times that I know of where Godzilla should have been down for the count, and along comes Mothra and saves the day. Dolls. That's true too. Rustling tractor fan. Yeah. What the heck? Oh, shoot. I I would love to see a crossover between um
Are you going? All right, it's Prairie.
I would love to see Gauss. Oh, nap. Um there is a oh wait, maybe not. Yeah, I was gonna say they have them at San Diego. They have them at San Francisco Zoo too. I don't know if there's a native prairie dog in there. Oh, I'm good. What is your love-hate relationship with the zoo? I'm curious. I would like to see Gauss go against Godzilla. Like two or three of them. Because I feel like one would be too easy. That's okay. You don't have to. You're probably not alone. So, Nap, what is your love-hate relationship with the zoo? I'm curious. There are no prairie dogs native to California. Interesting. I hope not. Thank you guys for the likes. Keep it up. I have seen prairie dogs, wild prairie dogs, only in one place. I don't believe so. Okay. No, they don't eat fish. Um, I don't think zoo animals will ever be domesticated. Honestly, um, I think they've got to be able to work with them. And that requires you to sometimes have contact. And it would be easier to have hands-on contact than it would to have to put them to sleep every time that you want to do something. So having them do stuff to help make life a little bit easier on them and the zookeepers, I would say go for it. Meerkats are awesome. Man, I tell you, as much as I know that I have to get work done for the channel, I think I need a nap. Hello, Marco. Welcome from Brazil. You wanted to be a zoologist? What changed? You know, a zoologist doesn't have to work in zoos. Oh, thank you. Marco, what's up? How is Brazil? You just joined Facebook or YouTube in July? How cool. You're in the UK, right? Trying to think what out there might a J maybe? Do you guys have Jays? Magpies? I don't know if you guys have magpies. Magpies might imitate calls. I don't know. Tonight's live hopefully is going to be the short-faced dog, and it's going to be a learn to care. Well, maybe it was kids. Maybe it was kids. Welcome back. Tomorrow's live is going to be, I believe, a planning session. Hmm. Sorry. That little bit of attitude wasn't meant for you guys. Anybody have anything fantastic planned for the weekend? Oh, you guys have gone like quiet. Sorry for putting guys to sleep. Those of you that are new, do you want to ask me questions? Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Oh, my back. I hate this chair. I really do. Perhaps. I don't have much experience with birds from the UK, other than what I see in videos or movies, or not movies, but documentaries. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, guys, I think maybe not. We'll see. I was going to say, I think I'm going to head out, but we'll wait and see what happens. That's okay. That's what I was doing before live, because I have to type in what I have. I was typing and then I had to rework it because I was concerned about YouTube acting out on my story. So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for coming in. Love y'all. I will see you guys in the next one. Be good. Bye.